What should be the attitude of the state towards a baby born outside marriage? Should the baby be discriminated against by the state? Should it be declared illegitimate outside the law? And what of the mother? Should she be discriminated against? And together, should they be placed in a position of disadvantage? These are just some of the questions which arise out of one of society's more complex problems, the single mother. And those questions are just the start. Then come all the questions dealing with social attitudes towards the single mother and her child. It's not a new problem, but it is an increasing problem. Despite the more widespread use of contraceptives, more children are born to single women in Australia each year, and it's a pattern seen in all comparable countries. In this focus report, producer Gordon Bick looks more closely at the child of the single mother.
In the past year, 18,000 illegitimate babies have been born in Australia. 1 birth in 12 is illegitimate. Between 20 and 25% of all brides in Australia are pregnant. Lovemaking is a practice in modern society which is being enjoyed by single men and women with increasing effect on the national birth rate. Society, less shocked than it was by sex relations out of wedlock, still imposes certain legal impositions on the byproduct of such relations, the illegitimate child.
Get out. Get out! What is yours except the filth in which you've been wallowed? The mire through which you tried to drag my name. Get out!
The old-fashioned concept of father throwing unwed daughter out into the cold, as depicted in this old movie, Hatter's Castle, is still with us, though perhaps to a lesser extent and perhaps with less melodrama. But the clash of moralities between older and younger generations over sex before marriage still continues.
You're listening to me for the last time. You're no longer a daughter of mine. I'm going to cast you out like a leper. And if you don't want to walk the streets where you belong, you better run so that you can still catch your fancy man at the station. It's a beautiful night for a stroll.
Gay 79.
Gay 79, it's 89 Maxwell Street, urgent maternity.
Roger, base.
To the Women's Hospital as quick as you can.
Thank you.
Though the number of unwed mothers in the older age groups has declined or remained static, births in the younger age groups, 15 and under, continue to climb dramatically. This is Lynn, an expectant mother at 15. To avoid embarrassment in her New South Wales hometown, her parents have sent her interstate to Melbourne to have her baby. The decision to have the baby adopted is already made for her by parental persuasion and the stigma of unmarried motherhood in a small town. To many thousands of older single mothers, the solution is not as easy as Lynn's. The Royal Women's Hospital, Melbourne, 1,300 babies, more than a fifth of the total number of babies born in 1 year at the hospital, are those belonging to single women. Whether these babies were born out of love or lust, most of them will be punished for the action of their mothers or fathers. To single mothers, the birth of a baby becomes the moment of truth, when all her natural emotions conflict with pangs of doubt, loneliness, fear, guilt, and the practical problems confronting her. It is from this moment of reality that she must fully face a decision which she may later regret, whether to keep her baby or offer it for adoption.